Hello, hello. This is Stuffy Cat, and I just got back from the Backrooms movie, and I have some things to say. I think I'm probably just gonna ramble, because that's what I do best. Sorry if it's a little rambly, as I said. But oh my gosh, dude, the Backrooms movie, I believe it was just called Backrooms. Oh my gosh, dude, holy peak. If you can tell, I really enjoyed the Backrooms. This is gonna be kind of like my Mario movie reviews, where I rank, well, not rank it, but I give it a rating out of like 10, I believe. Spoiler free first, of course, and then with spoilers. I would say first off, watch it if you can. It is rated R, and for good reason. There's a lot of swearing in the movie. There's some nasty stuff that happens in the movie, like there is disturbing violence and blood and all of that and death. So if you can't handle that, or of course if you're like young, then obviously don't do that. But yeah, man, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, so let's start with it. Backrooms. So of course, I was a bit hesitant hearing all of the things coming into it, the whole entire director drama, and now of course we know from Kane Pixels himself that the older gentleman actually directed the movie for him. I still think that the older gentleman had to have given Kane some of the... By the way, that was really funny of Kane. I really like Kane's sense of humor. Anyways, it was directed great, I think. Small disclaimer, I do not watch very many scary movies. So, I do not watch very many scary movies. So, I can't really speak from a perspective of somebody who has watched scary movies or not. But I thought it was pretty scary. I didn't think it was terrifying. I don't think anything particularly is going to stick with me, like in a scary sense. I thought that it had a lot of cool ideas and a lot of like disturbing, terrifying ideas, but I don't think any of it was like stand out. I'm going to be super scared alone at night, because it's such an alien concept, you know? The whole entire idea of no clipping into the backrooms. And also, this isn't a new concept. This isn't a new concept to me. So, like, I guess there's that going for it as well. Like, I'm not exactly, this isn't exactly huge to me. I already know how the backrooms work. As I said in my teaser and trailer thing, I have seen the backrooms before. I am acquainted with the concept. I've even seen Kane's work. He did not create the backrooms, no, but he popularized it, and I think he did a great job at the movie. So, anyways, enough rambling. I thought it was a really solid movie. It had a lot of good quiet moments, a lot of good tension, payoff. I thought the characters were really well grounded, in my opinion, of course. The scares were definitely there, and like I said, some of the ideas that Kane had, oh my gosh, and they were executed very, very well. Like, oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed it. I think that's about as much as I can say spoiler free. I really enjoyed it. It is not for the faint of heart. Like I said, I would have a bit of a hard time recommending this to people because, not because it's a necessarily bad movie, but also because I don't particularly like scary movies myself. It was pretty frightening at times. There was some gore. I don't think it was excessive. Like, there was blood. There was some stuff that happened to people, but I don't think it was ever like really, oh, that's so nasty. I think it was contained enough, and I think it was handled in a way that was shocking, but also worked pretty well. And it wasn't overindulgent and all of like the gore, which again, I'm not really one to talk about gore, but like Iron Lung, for example, like apparently that one was really gory. This one, I feel like the whole entire scary part wasn't the gore or even the monsters per se. It was more of the ideas of the monsters in the Backrooms itself. So, my close friend who I went and saw it with gave it an 8 out of 10, and I would be inclined to agree. Not just because I think she's cool. And anyways, when I was initially watching it, I thought about giving it a 9 out of 10, but I think the fact that I'm not really too much into scary movies, gore, that kind of thing, I think 9 out of 10 is a bit high. Like, I guess I would have to think, I'm not a reviewer, right? I've like reviewed 2 movies on this channel, and they're both the Mario movie. Unless I did something for the Minecraft movie, but I don't think I did. But, like, some of my favorite movies, Avengers Infinity War, Inception, probably Interstellar, I don't remember it a lot. Those would be, like, the top. Those would be, like, the 10 out of 10s, 9.5. So, yeah, I think Backrooms would earn a solid 8 out of 10. There was nothing absolutely stunning about it. There wasn't something that was just like, oh my gosh, that's insane. But it also wasn't a bad movie either. Like, I think it was just a really solid movie. And it was good. And you know what? That's hard to come by these days with movies. So I'm thankful. So I would give it a 8 out of 10 along with my friend. Yeah, I think it was really good, really solid movie. Would recommend if you are mature enough to handle it, I guess. Like I said, it's pretty scary in some parts, at least for me, and I'm kind of a wimp with scares, but there's some blood, gore, language. You're gonna have that with rated R movies. First one I saw, by the way. Yeah, but other than that, fantastic set design, characters, acting, oh my gosh. And then the creatures, yes, there are creatures. I mean, like, it was pretty obvious, I would say, from the trailers that they were creatures, but yes, there are. Not really a spoiler there, but I guess, yeah. I thought the creatures' designs were pretty nice. The creatures were dealt with well. Yeah, okay, quickly, let's go into spoiler territory. So this is spoilers. If you haven't seen it yet, I implore you to go and see it, unless you're not old enough or can't handle that kind of thing, which I understand that. Okay. 2 big standout things I would like to talk about. The big reveal at the end. The big reveal where, well, I guess let's just go through the movie. Starts out with the whole entire setting up Clark's character. I believe it was Clark. It was set up very well, I think. I really liked how I really like how Clark was set up. as a character, with his whole entire conflict with his marriage situation, with all of that. I thought it was pretty well done. I really like the slow and quiet moments in the movie. I think Kane did that very well. I really enjoyed those moments where you just sat and you kind of just took in the moment. And along with that, the movie was very deep. I feel like the movie was definitely trying to say something, which I really, really enjoy. I was going in there honestly expecting a slob fest, because that's what I've been getting lately with, like, I don't watch a lot of movies, but like Mario movie, that was just like, oh, reference. This movie had like 2 references that I picked up on, and there are probably more Easter eggs throughout. Well, I guess 3 if you count the hazmat suits, but that's not really a reference. But there were like 2 references in the movie, and I thought they were done in a very non-distracting way. For one, which this was seen in the trailer, the original Backrooms photo was recreated. Still think that's really, really cool. Paying homage to the original Backrooms post on 4chan. Really enjoyed that. It was a blink and you'll miss it moment, though. And I thought it was very well done. This is how you do references, by the way. Nintendo, Universal, blah, blah, blah. Very well done. I very much enjoyed that. Also, my theory was correct that it was well, I think this was my theory anyways. That Kane was going to use a lot of his own original music in the movie. Well, at least it was maybe Kane. If it wasn't, it sounded very much like his work. There was that one motif that I kept on hearing throughout the movie. It was the like, I swear that one's called like Goodbye Ivan or something, which, like, Ivan's the main antagonist of the YouTube Backrooms series, so that's right, I watched the Wendigoon video. Along with that, like, I picked up on some of the references to Kane's work, like lights. I could have swore some of the lights were flickering green, which obviously holds significance. Lots of wind chimes, memory stuff. It was so good. Anyways, the big music thing that stood out to me was in one of the flashbacks, I believe. That's right. A song from Everywhere at the End of Time was used. Oh my gosh. It was so cool. So I'm guessing that caretaker signed off on it. Oh my gosh. That was a delight to hear. And I'm glad that Kane didn't just go for the easy, it's just a burning memory heartache thing. Because, like, props to him for using something completely different. Well, I think it was Everywhere at the End of Time. It might have honestly been Empty Bliss at the end, at the Edge of the World, or whatever it's called. Either way, just awesome. It wasn't a crazy reference fest. Like, oh my gosh, guys, it's Backrooms music. No, it was just done very well. I liked how a lot of the music made for it was, like, I guess Backrooms adjacent, which is really just like ambient music, which I thought was very well done. I need to get done with this quick, so I'm just gonna throw out some highlights. The reveal at the end, where Clark is insane. The creatures, oh my gosh, the reveal at the end with Clark, I thought was a little, to me, it seemed a little bit out of nowhere. Like, I guess you could kind of see him at his breaking point at points here and there, but, like, I thought it felt out of place to me. Like, I feel like there wasn't enough build-up, which I guess that's the whole entire reveal, right? But I felt like there wasn't really enough build-up, and also the fact that, like, it was revealed to the girl at the end that, the big entity was this big pirate creature version of Clark. Like, I thought that was a cool idea. Don't get me wrong. I still do think it's a cool idea. I think the creatures, the misremembered people that are like furniture and Clark eats them? What? That freaked me out, bro. What do you mean Clark eats the fake people in the Backrooms? How long has he been in here? Does he like what is the whole entire painting mean? Does it mean that Clark is like worshipping this version of himself? And also, I thought the creatures were done so well too. They like I feel like it was pretty subtle in like how they were showing the remembered characteristics, like the strongest characteristics of the person that they were trying to replicate. Like, for example, Clark, he was a violent and a dangerous person, like how he likely was. And I thought that was done very well. The woman in the red dress, I feel like that was pretty obvious that was supposed to be his wife, right? And the fact that she started running into the corner frantically as she figured out that he was coming home, that was just like, okay, like, way to go, Kane. I mean, if his crash out wasn't enough, that was pretty good storytelling, telling us that, like, Clark is the reason why he got kicked out of his own house is because he's an abusive husband. Like, whoa. And then Clark's design, my friend was saying this as well. It's kind of like, as soon as it was revealed fully, it was kind of just like, okay, now it's not scary anymore. But the designs in general were fantastic. I got to my location, so I think this is going to be it, mostly. I'll rattle off some stuff. I thought character dynamics were really funny. There were some really funny moments in the whole entire in the movie. There were funny moments in like dialogue and stuff. I thought that Kane was pretty good at doing that. The atmosphere was fantastic. The found footage segment when they originally get knocked down and Clark gets lost, absolutely fantastic. That was, the whole entire thing felt like a nightmare in the best way possible. Like, oh my gosh, it was so good. But yeah, I think that'll probably be it for my whole entire talk about it. Very, very enjoyable. I very much liked just a lot of parts about it. Like, the Backrooms being brought to life on the big screen was so cool to see. Seeing it just so well done with the found footage segments and the non-found footage segments. Again, I feel like the ending was probably the weakest part, where it was where it was like, I like the callbacks, don't get me wrong, like the callbacks to the beginning conversation where Clark was mimicking what the therapist was saying at the beginning of the movie, and then they did the roleplay thing again, and then this and this and that. I did think they got a little too reference heavy. I think it would have been cool if it was just that, and then they went on from there. The body horror aspects of the creatures were just, that was just, wow. And then, yeah, I'm not sure about the ending. I really liked the last shots of it, where it's like, it is one-to-one replicating all of the environments. That is just absolutely fantastic. I love that. And then how it ends on the replicated version of her, that's just so cool. I don't think we've gotten confirmation in Kane's series before that the Backrooms can recreate humans, but now we do. And that it's just awesome. I thought the fight against Evil Clark was cool. I thought his design was cool. Him killing the real Clark was just I felt like that was a really good moment. And then also, they were definitely trying to say something with, like, memories and nostalgia with the therapist killing the evil version of Clark with the handprint that she's been holding on to. It's almost like, because the handprint got broken, so it's like sometimes you need to forget in order to heal. Is that what I'm getting from that? Maybe not. I need to go in and eat, but yeah, very much liked it. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. The music was great. Found footage segment was awesome. Those scares were, man, oh my gosh. Especially when the evil Clark started eating regular Clark. Bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah. A very, very awesome movie. Very much enjoyed it. Love the Backrooms. Love you, Kane. You did a great work in this thing. Yeah. That's gonna be it. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything that I need to say about this. I don't think there is. If I forgot, I'm sorry, but it's already been 20 minutes, and I'm not gonna make a 40-minute video for my review. So yeah, just great stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Can't wait to see where Kane's series goes from here, or any other movies that he might make. I almost wouldn't like it if there was a Backrooms 2 movie, because, like, I don't think you could really do the Backrooms again in movie format that would make it novel and interesting again. Like, it was funny, I was watching the movie, and once the therapist was going into the Backrooms for the first time, my out my way silly tale dialogue rung in my head, being like, trust me, bro. Oh, no way, I'm in the Backrooms. Trust me, bro. The novelty of being in the Backrooms is gonna wear off sooner than you think, or something like that. Yeah, okay, that's it. Don't want to keep you any longer. Very, very much fun. Very much enjoyed it. Yeah, great stuff. That is it. Yeah. Woo! I'll link Kane's channel in the description or something. Alright, thanks for watching. Jesus loves you, and have a great rest of your day.